Alright, Magnacites. Are you ready to laugh? Let's laugh together. Get over and follow the Critical Drinker. Tell him Tyrone Magnus sent you. I was just talking about this earlier, Drinker. I don't think anybody wanted this movie anyway.
Another day, another laughably embarrassing revelation about the state of Disney Star Wars. This one coming courtesy of Adam Driver, who...
And some fans even flew a plane over Disney with the sign, like, they want the movie. I don't know who collaborated for that. I don't know how many collaborated for that, but that was actually kind of surprising for me. But there were people behind the Acolyte trying to get another season out of that. So I guess it was enough of them, but not enough, I'm sure.
Recently did an interview where he revealed plans for a Kylo Ren movie set after the events of Rise of Skywalker.
That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Sure, okay. Quote, I always was interested in doing another Star Wars. I'd been talking about doing another one since 2021. Kathleen had reached out. I always said, with a great director and a great story, I'd be there in a sec.
Sorry for the buzzsaw. They're working on a tree outside my home right now.
I loved that character and loved playing him. Liar! Let me just stop you there for a second, Adam. Apart from the fact that great stories and great directors in Disney Star Wars are about as likely as liberal arts graduates that have gone on to do anything worthwhile with their lives, tell me, what aspect of playing Kylo Ren did you love specifically?
The mirror coming up. Whenever someone said liberal arts, I never paid attention to it. And I was talking to some people one day. I was like, liberal. I was like, what the hell is liberal arts? And they're like, it means you don't know. You don't know what the hell you even want to do in college. So you're just taking a specific, set of classes. That's it. You really got no direction. I'm like, really? So you guys can tell me if that's really true or not.
Was it his childish temper tantrums in response to the most minor of setbacks?
Yeah.
Was it his weird borderline fetish hero worship for a dead grandfather that he never even met?
That too.
Was it getting his ass beat by a 100-pound girl with no fighting experience
It was
in
none.
his very first confrontation
None.
against her? Maybe it was killing his own master in a room full of elite Praetorian guards with no plan for how to escape.
Possibly.
Or engaging in a kiss so embarrassing that he literally died of cringe within seconds.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Apparently he tapped director Steven Soderbergh to direct and even had a script fleshed out titled The Hunt for Ben Solo.
Excuse me.
Yeah, sure, okay, buddy. According to Driver, it was one of the coolest scripts that I've ever been part of.
It'd have been best, like I said before, if they had done something that showed his turn. That would have been the best thing to do. But they didn't, so.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
That right there is the kind of statement I'd expect from a guy like John Boyega, who's been in like 3 things outside of Star Wars and is so desperate for relevance these days that his victimhood stories changed more times than Megan Fox's face. And even he struggles to remember.
I actually think she looks better now. With all the work done, I actually think she looks better now. I haven't seen her recently, but, there's a lot of people out there that get work done, and it's like, no, absolutely not. Like, I don't know what in the hell is going on with Jenna Ortega's face. I don't know what they did to her, or I don't know if she was sucking in her cheeks. Did she do a buccal fat removal? I don't know what she did, but she looked better before that.
Who he's angry at now. Anyway, let us continue our sordid tale. We presented the script to Lucasfilm. They loved the idea. They totally understood our angle and why we were doing it. I actually find that one especially hard to believe, not unless the film was used as a bait and switch to make Rey the main character again, because really, why else would Kathleen Kennedy break the habit of a lifetime and greenlight a movie with a male lead? Especially a male lead who was arguably more popular than her own self-insert and would...
Well, now there's a rumor, Drinker, I don't know if you've heard about it yet, just did video on it, it'll be coming out, that Iger set her up to be the scapegoat for everything bad with Star Wars. Yeah, so who knows?
Run the risk of overshadowing her.
Put a chick in it, make her get it!
But sure, fine, let's just go with it. We took it to Bob Iger and Alan Bergman, and they said no. They didn't see how Ben Solo was alive, and that was that.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I mean, much as I hate agreeing with Bob Iger on something, he did kind of have a point there. Kylo Ren died of cringe at the end of Rise of Skywalker.
Right, but in the article I was reading too, they about this, they were saying that, well, everybody else returned. Okay, you know, like somehow Palpatine returned, and who, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they could have did something.
Skywalker, and as much as you can debate the level in that movie, well, it was still canon, and Kylo Ren was still dead, and the fact your pitch apparently didn't address this pretty massive stumbling block within the first 30 seconds tells me that it probably wasn't the coolest script you've ever been part of. Either way, creative choices aside, I can still 100% understand the business case for not greenlighting another Star Wars movie back in 2021, or ever for that matter.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker cost a mind-boggling $600 million to make, and even then barely turned a profit. In fact, if you add in what must have been the Mount Everest of marketing budgets to try to push that turd on the world, the movie might still be in the red to this very day. And let's not even talk about Solo, which, going by the most conservative estimates, lost the studio at least $100 million. I mean, if a movie about Han mothering Solo, probably the coolest character in all of Star Wars, couldn't turn a profit, then what chance did this dorky, moody, emotionally unstable, emo Darth Vader wannabe have of generating interest?
He definitely was the coolest. Yeah. So him and Lando, and they're buddies. They're both cool. You know what I'm saying? The cool guy. Like, Luke wasn't cool. You know what I mean? He's a cool character, but he wasn't cool. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think. Who else could have been cool? Hey, he might be the coolest. Yeah.
No wonder they killed thing. In fact, I'm just surprised they didn't try to repackage it as some mini-series on Disney Plus, which seems to be their standard procedure for all those aborted movie scripts that never made the cut.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, this is all coming from someone who actually likes Adam Driver as an actor. He's clearly a talented guy who's well respected in the industry, always comes across well in interviews, and has carved out a successful career for himself post-Star Wars. He's not like Daisy Ridley or John Boyega, who found out pretty quickly that they didn't have the acting range, the charisma, or the star power to make it on their own, and were easily lured back by the prospect of another big Disney paycheck. Hang in there, Daisy. I'm sure that Rey movie will happen for you someday. Adam Driver doesn't need Star Wars. In fact, I'd argue his career is probably better off without it, and he should keep it that way. Blood drinker, you mildly inebriated Force user with a midichlorian count in the thousands, I hear you say? A really good Kylo Ren movie might have redeemed the character and reinvigorated the entire Star Wars brand. Yeah, sure, buddy. Saying that a good Kylo Ren movie...
I mean, I think that's a shot in the dark. That is a Hail Mary. That's got to be one hell of a script. One hell of execution on a movie for that to happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. Like I said, I would go see one that was kind of like a prequel to who he, you know, how he turned, but...
would save Star Wars is a bit like saying that a fresh coat of paint would make the Titanic good as new. Even the best movie in the world can't undo the cavalcade of ridiculous inflicted on Kylo Ren by the sequel trilogy. He's not a character that can be salvaged like that because, well, he never really was a character to begin with. He was just the plaything of whatever asshole happened to be in control of him for that particular movie. His motivations, personality, abilities, and entire worldview shifted to accommodate whatever script he was forced into. And no matter what you try to do after the fact, those films are always going to be there. They can never be unmade. And there they stand, eternal monuments to the incompetence of people who inherited an empire and overthrew it themselves because they thought they could build something better.
I like that, man. I like that. You damn right. They overthrew that empire. You're right about that, bull. I'm sure about that.
And well, it turns out they couldn't. So you know what? I'm actually happy that we never got to see the hunt for Ben Solo. Because no matter how it started out, it would ultimately become just another embarrassing spectacle in a franchise that's practically built on them at this point.
Exactly.
Adam Driver deserved better. Kylo Ren deserved better. And Star Wars deserved better.
You're damn right.
And well, how best to sum up my thoughts on this one? Oh yeah.
What did I start? Kill it if you have to.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Damn good job there, Drinker. Damn good job, sir. Yeah, so it is what it is. I just highly, I've heard stars say, oh, I read the script, it was great. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. It's just what it is. We ain't read it, so we don't know. I love to go on. I would love to go on. Trust me, bro. With certain things, certain people you can connect dots with. Like if Christopher Nolan says, "I read the script and it was great," like with him, you're apt to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you see what I'm going here? So it's just certain dots have to be connected. Like I said, we all have our own biases, but it's just with what Disney has done. If he says the script is great, you're like, okay, well, he is a great actor. Okay, he's a great actor. However, what Disney has done has not been great. So what you do is you say, you connect the dots of not being great with a great actor, and then you merge that into, well, what's going to happen if a great script meets a company that has not been doing great movies? That they're going to F it up anyway. So he might be right, but it doesn't, our trust is gone with Disney. Just like Xbox is losing a ton of trust right now. 10 million subscribers.